Three things that are lacking in our school system today. Number one, discipline. Today, there seems to be a disconnect between the parents and the school staff, which ultimately results in our children being at a disadvantage. See, if they don't get nothing but a slap on the wrist in schools, they end up going into society thinking that they'll get a slap on the wrist, which ends up leading a lot of our young men and women down the road of jail time, prostitution, drugs, and so many other things. Number two, financial literacy. Financial literacy has long been something that needs to be talked about. A lot of times we skip over it. Yet everything that has to do with school deal with financial literacy. Think about the money that you need for your lunch. Think about when you deal with student loans or financial aid, credit cards, or you happen to be a student worker. That's all financial. And so you need to know how to deal with it in the right mindset. We are sending people out into a society where it puts them in more and more debt. And so we can become mindless, brainless workers for a 9-to-5 job instead of teaching them about a trade or how to be an entrepreneur or to bring up children and teach them about whole life insurance. Number three, a controversial answer, but it's still the truth. God. God is truly lacking in our schools today. And we wonder why our children are careless today. Matter of fact, we even wonder why our teachers are careless today. It's because God is no longer in our schools. Now, I know there are those who will quickly say, take religion out of it, just be spiritual. But at the same time, guys, what I'm telling you is God needs to be the center. The reason being, a lot is going on today. And the only time we seem to turn to God is when something bad happens. No, God needs to be on our mind 24/7. We need to be in prayer with our children. We need to let our children know about kindness, forgiveness, because what's happening right now is children don't want to talk anything out. They don't want to communicate with one another. When they get in an argument, the first thing they want to do is kill the other person. Not to mention, it leads to a lot of suicide because the person doesn't feel that they are worth it. But my friends, I tell you, they are truly worth it. Their souls mean so much more than you can ever imagine. And we must let them know this. And the best thing about something lacking in schools is that it can always be changed. Lord willing, it will soon change for the better.